"300 years after the prior movie, when his clan and loved ones are taken by a rival group of apes, Noah sets off on an adventure into the unknown to save them, encountering new people, apes, ways of life, and plenty of forgotten history. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is an occasionally fun, always interesting, far too long, but ultimately worthy continuation of the rebooted franchise. Noah is the new leading ape of the franchise. He is the son of a clan elder who lives in a secluded area training eagles to hunt and fish. Unlike other leading characters, he is not established as anyone of note with special skills or powers, or even a specific viewpoint or belief. In many ways, he's a very normal person for an ape. This helps ground the character and make him relevant and relatable. It makes rooting for his quest and understanding his motivations easy. As he uncovers more of the world, its history, and those now inhabiting it, he's our eyes and ears into it all. On his journey, he meets an older orangutan named Raka. Raka serves as a mentor figure, someone who is aware of the history and the key figures in it. He informs us and Noah of the current situation, reminds us of the events of the prior movies in case we haven't seen them before, and he establishes the key themes of the movie. Apes do not kill apes, and humans were once more than what they are now. All while delivering an endearing, charming performance. He may be the best thing about the film, offering up some comedic relief as well as education. But not all apes are as lovable as Raka. The villain this time around is Proximus Caesar, an ambitious ape who has established his own kingdom on the coast. His goal is a simple one: get into a secret bunker and retrieve whatever's inside. At first he appears to fall into classic villain territory, capturing other apes and subjecting them to slave work. But as time passes, we discover that he's not subjecting them to slavery, nor is he all that malevolent or evil. He's self-obsessed and he wants power and authority for himself. And he boasts about it and forces apes to go out of their way to get it, but he doesn't have a grand scheme or evil intentions. It's an interesting twist on things, and the performance by Kevin Durand helps make the character nuanced and engaging. He's charismatic above all else, a figurehead rather than an intellectual leader. He and Raka provide some of the key themes of this movie together, in that information, once passed on, is never the same as when it first started. This is 300 years after the events of the original trilogy, so the ideas presented by the original Caesar have since been twisted, with some details having been forgotten about. Surrounding the new Proximus Caesar are stronger, more physically threatening villains. One gorilla is a standout thanks to an imposing size and presence, and some cool action scenes that showcase his ferocity and violent side. Adding an air of mystery to the film is the presence of Nova, played by Freya Allen. She is a young human character who follows Noah on his journey for reasons that are at first unclear. There's not a lot that can be said about Nova without venturing into spoilers, but she is a character with layers and nuance. Suffice to say, she is unlike the other humans in the film, who have been reduced to almost mindless antelope-like animals, unable to speak or think intelligently. Seeing these humans in such a state helps bolster Nova's motivations in the film, and it all adds up to make a compelling narrative of her own. The main story of the film is a traditional hero's tale. There's little in the way of surprise or twists, but the film sets itself apart thanks to some great world building and character development. There are details in the environment, conversations about the past, key figures and characters, and explorations into what we consider mundane and normal, but are in fact odd and quirky to the characters of this movie. One examination of a children's book, for example, helps forge doubts into the mind of Noah and his relationship with humans. It's little things like this that make Kingdom a layered film and constantly interesting. Despite the film having many little moments and interesting ideas and concepts, it does falter in places. The biggest problem is its length. The film is far too long and it struggles to maintain a steady pace and momentum throughout. Its first and final 30 minutes are great thanks to some tension and exciting action sequences, but the more dramatic moments in between are sometimes slow and ponderous. The film is never in a hurry to get to the good stuff. This is in part due to the established slow cadence of Ape's speech, but it results in some compelling conversations and dramatic moments feeling drawn out. What helps make the film constantly watchable, at least, are the visuals and the special effects. This is a gorgeous film with some great vistas, sets and environments. The CGI is impressive with a lot of detail in faces and textures. The apes look and feel like real living individuals. Sometimes the CGI and the cinematography clash slightly, giving the apes a slightly soft or fuzzy appearance, and sometimes there's a glossy layer thanks to the implementation of lighting. These moments detract a little, but never enough to make the moment bad or unconvincing. The visuals help create the mood and atmosphere, as well as establish this post-apocalyptic world. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is a worthy continuation of the franchise with engaging characters and plenty of cool ideas throughout. It's let down by its length and pace, and it struggles to maintain its energy and momentum throughout, but it's otherwise a well-made, albeit familiar film.